Test. There we go. Okay. Sorry, my Windows updated today. Can you tell? You know what happens when your Windows updates, right? When Windows updates on my PC, it completely messes up my sounds and settings on literally everything. Discord, next time I go on voice on Discord, I'm gonna have to completely redo my settings. Meld Studio microphone, it completely messes up, so I have to make I have to take care of it. It does. It exactly, Shaz. It does screw things up. So I did. I'm gonna repeat what I just said because I thought it was funny, and I want to torture you with my sense of humor. So I said that you have your mocha, which is really good, and you also have your doggos, which is also really good. And the doggos are probably going bork, bork, bork. But if they're not going bork, bork, bork right now, then they soon will be going bork, bork, bork because they hear me going bork, bork, bork. And when a dog hears someone going bork, 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 then they have to um, join in with the borks because they can't help themselves. Shaz lol at bork bork bork. I do that. There's a one of my neighbors has these little Yorkshire Terrier dogs, little tiny Yorkshire Terriers. They're absolutely adorable things, and or some kind of terrier. I'm not sure if they're Yorkshire or if they're a different kind, but they're terrier, little bitty tiny things. And any time anyone walks past the garden, if they're outside of the house, they literally bark. They bark at everything. Not because they're fierce dogs who are protecting their owners, their property. No, 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 no. They're barking because they want pets. They want you to lean over the front gate and give them scritches. That is the only reason they bark. Okay. And when I just said bork bork bork, it's because that's exactly what those dogs sound like. There's three of them. There's a mom and her two puppies. Well, two kids. And they all sound the same. They all go bork bork bork. They don't bark, they bork. They are absolutely adorable. Dogs have given you hell this morning too. Aw. They're absolutely adorable. Your dogs are so cute. I like your dogs. You've been awake for 1.5 hours. Wow. So you didn't pull an all nighter like you did last night? Glad to hear. Slushy. It is so hot today. Yesterday was hot. Yesterday the high was 30. Today the high was only at like 25. But oh my goodness, it feels hotter today than it did yesterday. And I've been in air conditioning all day and I am still melted. So today we went, but before we get into, the actual Sims 3, today we went to I took Paul out today to do his birthday shopping spree, and we went to a toy store. We went to Smith's toy store where he bought one thing. He bought one thing. That was it. A 30-pound marble run. That was all he bought, okay, at that place. Then we went to another place where he spent another 30, I think. And then we went to a third place where he spent 20. So he spent like I think he spent about 20. He's got like 15 pounds left out of his 100 pounds. But he did buy quite a bit of stuff. He bought some snacks for himself. He bought some energy drink. He bought his lunches for the week. Um, and the reason he did that was because I told him, I'm like, right, Paul, we either get your lunches at this store or we go over and it'll come out of your 100 that I'm giving you, or we go to another, to a proper grocery store where you can pay for it. And he opted for it to go out of his 100 pounds uh, birthday money. So, yeah. Um, but he bought himself some treat. He got some treats. He got some food. Um, He got himself a canvas that had a picture printed on it, which was an Indian mandala, and some glitter markers. So he's going to color the canvas and the mandala in, hopefully within the next few days. And he bought himself a light bright. Who remembers a light brights? They're still making them, but they're totally different from they were when I was a kid. When I was a kid, light brights were these really big trays, with like a 60-watt bulb inside of it, or a 100-watt bulb. I can't remember, but it was a bulb and it got hot. Um, and you put the little colored pegs in to with the stencils, to make pictures, or you can make your own pictures putting pegs into the frame. Jazz mandalas are really pretty. They are, yes. And the light bright's familiar. Paul, I loved the light bright when I was a kid. Absolutely loved it. I played for hours on my light bright. Okay. And I saw it in it was HomeSense. Was it HomeSense? Yeah, it was. It was HomeSense. I saw it at HomeSense and I'm like, ooh, that's a light bright. I'm like, Paul, I played with that when I was a kid. And he immediately, because he likes, for some reason, he likes me saying that hearing about toys that I played with when I was a kid. And he immediately, at first he passed it up. And as soon as I'm like, oh, I played with that when I was a kid, I loved Light Bright, he immediately grabbed it and wanted to get it. So, but nowadays they're very thin. They look like a giant iPad. They're a little bit thicker than an iPad, but they're about an inch thick now instead of like this huge box that takes up half the kitchen table. Um, and it's a lot more, energy efficient and stuff like that. And the way that they do it is a little bit different. So when I was a kid, we had the paper that had the design that we could make on it, and you just put the paper over the grid and stick the pegs in. But now they've got it so where there's a grid, and then you put the paper on, and then you put another grid on top of the paper, to help hold the paper in place. So it's been redesigned and updated quite a bit. So I'm really hoping that he enjoys himself. He's like, "Can I draw a Furby with it?" And I'm like, "Possibly." I mean, if anyone can do a Furby with a light bright, Paul, it's gonna be you. So yeah, he was very interested in buying it. Shazzy wants to experience what I did when I was young. I think so. Yeah, I think he also just likes the 80s and 90s aesthetic, because he likes 80s and 90s music. He likes toys, that I mentioned that I had when I was a kid. He always perks up a little bit and at least gets a little bit of interest when I said, "Oh, we had those toys when I was a kid." Um, and he will give it a half a chance, and a lot of things he ends up liking. So it's loads of fun. Shoot for the stars, Paul. Let your imagination run wild. Exactly. And he's there were a lot of stuff at HomeSense that he really really liked. And like there is this footstool that was made in India footstool, and it had a really pretty mandala design on the top, and I could tell that he really wanted it, but it was like 30 pounds for this footstool. But he's like, the little cogs in his head, you could see the little cogs moving in his head. And I'm like, you can get it, Paul. You've got plenty of money left. And he's like, new house, wait for new house. And he said that for about 8 different things. There was some artwork that he really liked as well, some wall hangings and stuff. And he's like, new house. And I'm like, oh. There was also this piece of art that was in like a really deep frame, and it was another piece of Indian art. Paul is into Indian stuff, as in like the country Indian stuff. But it was like this really deep frame with all of these layered pieces of balsam wood that were um, carved and cut and arranged and layered into this beautiful work of art. It was so pretty. It was also 200 pounds. And Paul stood there and looked at it for like a good 2 to 3 minutes. And I'm like, yes, you can, Paul. But I'm like, yeah, Paul, we can't afford that. It's like we can't afford the 200-pound work of art, you know. But I'll bet you, if they still have it when we move, I bet that he ends up getting it. I bet that he'll end up saving up his money and buying it if it's still around, because just the fact that he looked at it for a good 2 or 3 minutes, and he never looks at things like that for very long. He's never been really interested in viewing art, and the fact that he looked at it for so long, for him, he must have really liked it. So Shaz, he'll save to get it. I hope so. If he loved it so much, yep. So we'll have to wait and see, because HomeSense. I don't know if you've ever heard of HomeSense or TK Maxx. It might be like a UK only thing. I'm not sure. If it's over there, let me know. But TK Maxx, HomeSense, they're basically the same company. But TK Maxx is more clothing and makeup, whereas HomeSense does deals in more like furniture and rugs and art, and sculptures and stuff like that. Uh, and they have a lot of bespoke one-off things. So like that piece of artwork, that is probably like the only one that's available. Um, and if you see a piece of furniture there, then it's like seriously a case of you better grab it while it's there, or a piece of artwork that you like. It's like you better grab it while when you see it, because chances are that's the only one that they've got in stock in all of the shops. It's so cool. Um, Shaz, TK Maxx is new where you're at, but you've never heard of HomeSense. Yeah, they're basically the same company. Uh, but I love HomeSense because you can go into one HomeSense, like where I'm at. In my I think we've got like two TK Maxx slash HomeSenses in my general area. Um, you can go to one, look around, and then go, and there'll be all sorts of weird and wonderful things. And then you can go to the next one that's like the next town over, and they will have completely different stock. There'll be completely different furniture and everything, and it's just so cool. It's my kind of shop, it's very much a you never know what you're going to get, and every time you go in it's going to be different, and I love stuff like that. I am definitely going to get um, some of my new office furniture from there when we move. So looking forward to it. There were a lot of desks there that I was like, "Ooh, this is a nice desk. This would be perfect for my new office." And I'm like, "Can't buy it. Can't buy it yet. Gotta wait." Don't you hate that? When your mind is in let's buy things mode, and you're like, nope, can't do it because I can't afford it, don't have enough money, or you have to wait for a specific period of time before you can buy things. So annoying. Shaz, TK Maxx sells name clothes and accessories, but for cheaper. For example, you'd pay like 300 for a Chanel handbag, and TK Maxx will sell it for like 199. Yeah, yeah, that's basically the same with the TK Maxx over here. Is they do name brand stuff and bespoke things for like super cheap. You can live without famous name stuff. Same. But sometimes you find a really good bargain. Um, like there was one time at TK Maxx, there was a pair of Skechers. And unfortunately, I didn't realize that they were heels. They were high heels disguised as trainers. And I didn't realize that when I bought them, but they were originally 150 pounds. and they were on sale for £20. And I needed a pair of shoes, and £20 for Skechers, well, £20 for any trainers are super cheap. So I bought them, and like I said, didn't realize when I bought them that they were basically high heels. They were platform shoes where the heel was higher than the toe, and I ended up not being able to wear them because of that. And the box, the shoes were just on the shelf. It didn't say what they were. Um, and I didn't realize when I tried them on what they were. I only figured it out after I had walked about half a mile. But still, it was a good bargain. I think I ended up selling them on eBay for like double the price that I paid for them. So it's all good. Furby, you liked her. You Paul likes 2012 Furbies. Did you all know? Yeah, you have to wait till tomorrow. The conservatory isn't a business, mate. It's just remember you can't do much out. You can't do the bends because it wakes up Cal. Yep. Shaz, you'll go to Target or Kmart or Big W and buy clothes and accessories for like 15. What? Yeah, that's always good. You're saving for a pair of trainers or runners that you call them. Shaz, you have a very broad foot. My I've always had little petite feet. And it's really difficult for me to find shoes because they're either if they fit me widthwise, then they're usually too big for my too long. But if they fit me lengthwise, then they're usually too narrow. I just can't find clothes that fit me properly. Same thing with trousers, with jeans or shorts or anything like that. If it fits perfectly around my waist, like I can't get it over my big rear end. If I get it over my big rear end, then I can't. It's too big around the waist. It's just I can't win, but it's fine. And Chaz, you need to find some that are for a broad foot or a men's trainer. Yeah, you have to buy a bigger shoe to accommodate for the broadness of your feet, and they look just like. I'm sure your feet don't look like duck's feet. do you, I mean, first of all, do you only have 3 toes, and are they webbed? Because if they're oh, and are they orange? Because if you say no to all three, then I can guarantee your feet do not look like duck's feet. Oh dear, I love it. My sister had big feet though. She is was when I was a kid. She was 5'6" tall. She was like the tallest of all of us 3 kids. And she was taller than my mom, and she was about the same height as my dad. So I think my dad was 5'6". Yeah, that makes sense. I think my dad was about 5'6", 5'8", something around those lines, and my sister was about the same height as he was. But she was an American size 10 in shoes, and she could not find any women's shoes that fit her. She had to go into the men's shoes and buy men's trainers and stuff like that. So she had big feet. Does your feet look like Minnie Mouse's? The shoes are too big. You're 5'9" and you feel for it's yeah. Clothing manufacturers go, okay, this is the perfect woman, or this is the ideal man, and the perfect woman is 5'3". What's that, mate? It's okay. If that helps you, don't put it in there. Put it on your desk so that you can look at it, so that you know. No, not on the door, mate. You just leave it in your room so that you can look at it and know when you can and cannot go into the conservatory or the garden. Yes, keep it in your room so that you have that list to look at. Paul is convinced that certain places in the house have opening times like they're a store. Like for example, we tell him that he can't go out into the back garden after 8 p.m. because one, I'm streaming, and two, one of my housemates goes to bed early at night because they get up super early in the morning, you know. And their bedroom is window is out the back, faces the back garden, and if anyone goes in the back garden, it keeps them awake or wakes them up. So Paul's like, need opening times for the back garden. I'm like, no, 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 Paul. That's not how it works. We're not a business. And he's like, need to put it on Google Maps. It's like, no, we're not a business. The back garden is not a corner shop, you know? Opting, you're also 5'9" just an exceptionally tall 5'9". Wait a minute. Are you saying that you're 6 feet, Opting? Are you saying that you're 6 feet tall? How you doing, Opting? You okay? If you're such a tall 5'9" that it we stood back to back, people would think you were taller. They would even try to claim that you're 6 feet tall. I love it. I love it. Oh dear. How are you doing, Optin? You okay? Okay, shall we go into The Sims 3? Because we've been waffling on about Paul and the things that he got for his birthday today and the size of our feet for we're definitely going back to home since though. When we move because yeah, the furniture there is too good to pass up a lot of the times. Opting, you're also an incredibly heavy 150 pounds, but some people would say that you're 200 pounds. 150 pounds isn't heavy. I'm hold on. Hold on. I gotta look it up now. I'm 165 pounds in weight. 75 kilos is 165 pounds. I do need to lose weight. I really do. I have been trying, but I've decided that from August until for 75 days, so that's August until mid October, I'm not trying to lose weight at all. I'm getting in 5,000 steps per day. I'm drinking one of these worth of water every day, and I'm making time for myself, for my own mental health, to like read a book or read out of a book or something. Um, just something that I enjoy, every single day, and that's it. I'm eating when I'm hungry. I stop eating when I'm full, and I'm just if I want a snack, I get a snack, and I'm not sweating it. And that's until mid October, and then in mid October, then I'm going to ramp it up a little bit and start trying to lose weight again. So I just need that break after like 4 years of trying to lose weight and not getting anywhere. I just need a couple of months break. Hey bees, how you doing? You can finally tell me the thing about Sims 3 store linky thing. Words. I did see it in the Discord and in the chat last night before we signed off. I saw it all. But I do appreciate you letting me know. If you have the link, I would love to, or the link to the Twitter post. That is, I would love to see it. Shaz, you're about 200 pounds. Yeah, you weigh about 90 kilos and you're about 200 pounds. That's not bad, though. But how you doing, bees? You all right? Glad as always to see you. Opting Shaz weighs 20 pounds confirmed. Shaz weighs less than Paul does. Paul is like 55 kilos. Hi, Paul. What? You do have Furbies, yes. They are toy pets. I know. How many Furbies do you have? You have 4 Furbies. Are you going to save up and buy a 5th one? Maybe. Yes, Furbies are cute. Shaz, you were heaps heavier before you became a type 2 diabetic. Not the best way to lose weight. If you want to lose weight, do not become diabetic to lose weight. It's not the best way to do it. Sorry, speaking of diabetic, this is sugar-free, so I can get away with it. Definitely need the icy stuff tonight, though. Oof. Bees, you forgot to get the actual post link, but the name of that Twitter user was, hold on, KIXG. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I will try to look it up. See if I can find them. Opting Paul's like your father. He was also 6 foot tall, but you think the heaviest he ever got was like 150 pounds. When he died, you wanted his baby blue and white pinstripe leisure suit, but you couldn't move your arms without the back threatening to rip. Oof. Shaz, you used to love your chocolates and sweet white wine. I have to admit, as far as wine goes, I've always been partial to a rosé. That has been about the only type of wine that I've ever been able to drink is a rosé. And even then, I went off of rosés. I went off of wine completely, like several years ago. I was okay, drinking wine. I was fine. I could have like a small glass every so often. Um, and then suddenly it started tasting like vinegar. All wine, all kinds of wine, white wine, red wine, rosé, champagne, fizzy, not fizzy, the good stuff, the cheap stuff, it all tasted like vinegar to me. So I just completely went off of it. Shaz, your dad's preferred wine was rosé as well. You don't drink wine anymore. Same. I can't stomach it anymore. It all tastes like vinegar now. It's just weird. And I know, because I know it doesn't taste like vinegar, but it does to me. Because everyone's like, no, this tastes like wine. And I'm like, it's like, it literally tastes like apple cider. Everything tastes like apple cider vinegar to me. Wine does anyway. So weird. And I have no idea why. But there you go. Opting Rose, Muir's afraid of commitment confirmed. Rosé wine, well, if you asked me like 15 years ago, I would have said that rosé wine was really nice. Also, a nice, sweet, dark red dessert wine. I loved dessert wines when I was younger. But like I said, just suddenly, I hit like 35, I think. And then suddenly, like, all wines tasted like vinegar. And I can't figure out why. I have no idea. It's just so weird. So weird. Shaz, you just have the occasional vodka now. And in summer, the occasional low-carb beer. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking, make sure I didn't miss any chats. Um, Nowadays, about the only alcohol that I like spirits. So like Jack Daniels, rum, and the occasional spiced with I like spiced rum, not regular rum. It's got to be spiced rum. Jack Daniels is good, and the occasional cider is good as well. Hard cider, and it's got to be a flavored cider. It can't be like an apple cider. I'm not too much into apple ciders, but like berry ciders, or like toffee apple cider. Apple cider that tastes like that has a toffee hint to it. Love all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I can't handle wine. or regular beer. I'm not much of a regular beer drinker either. Opting Muir refuses to share his dessert wine with anyone. Oh, so bad, Opting. I don't like sherry though. The dessert wine I'm talking about was an actual, not sherry, but an actual wine that was super dark red and really thick, aged red wine that tasted like almost like chocolate covered cherries is what it tasted like. It was so good. Absolutely loved it. These, you meant to tell me that you made a nice house in the Sims 4 gallery. It's called the Cozy Coastal, and oh, your gallery name is Spitzblorp. Okay, I love your gallery name. That is an awesome gallery name. Hold on, I'm gonna write that down as well. Spitzblorp. Okay. I'll check out your gallery, bees. I'm really interested. I love the name. My gallery name is boring. It's just Muir Jagan. And Shaz, your dad used to get you and your dad and you used to get together and drink a gorgeous bottle of tawny port. Ooh, nice. And you used to like ciders. There's one over that's strawberry and lime cider. Yes, that's one of my favorites. Have you ever had a watermelon flavored cider? Watermelon flavored cider. I've only been able to find it once, but it was really nice. You'll drink anything that tastes like cherries. You had a cherry wine, and oh, it was to die for. Yeah, there's a cherry wine over here that I had once. Really, really strong. It came in like a really small bottle, and it was like super strong. But it tasted so nice, especially with a splash of lemonade mixed in it to dilute it a little bit. So good. Deadbees, Spitzblorp sounded like a good Sims word. That is very true. It does. It does sound like a nice Simlish word. Jazz, your gallery name is Fleur. It is. I know because I follow you. And you've never had watermelon cider. Really, really good. Opting when Chance accepts your offer of something cherry flavored, she isn't just being cordial. That was so bad, Opting. I highly approve. Jazz, you have bottled pre-mixed drinks and you've had a vodka and watermelon drink. Vodka and watermelon drinks are so good. Okay, let's open up the Sims. Let's go there. I swear my desktop just keeps getting messier and messier. I need to tidy it up one day. Shaz, you bought strawberry and apple cordial this week with no sugar. Ooh, that does sound good. When I lived in the States, I made a because we had around the house that I lived in back then. Um, the house was sat on like half an acre of property, and all around the house were wild roses. Um, let's see, wild roses, blackberries, raspberries, gooseberries, and elderberries. There were a lot of berries around. And I made a cordial out of the blackberries, the rose hips, and the elderberries. Um, one summer was really good. It was a non-alcoholic cordial, but it was really really good. OG Crown Collector, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the coffee crew. How are you doing? Glad to have you here. Chaz, that sounds delicious. You love berries. The fact that the whole place was just surrounded, I absolutely loved it. Okay, let me check real quick just to make sure that my sounds are indeed on and working. Yes, it is. Okay, fantastic. Okay. I'm a little bit paranoid because my computer updated. So I'm definitely a bit paranoid as far as all of my sounds. Just want to make sure that everything's working. and I am turning it down on my headphones a little bit because it's really blaring. My other headphones, my wireless ones, the individual earpiece ones, went dead tonight, so I'm charging them up. So I'm having to go back to my older ones, but it's okay. So, my friends, what are we doing tonight? After chatting for like 40 minutes about Paul, my son, the things that he bought today when we took him out for his birthday shopping spree, and clothing, and just loads of other things that we've talked about, alcohol for some reason. Let me explain what we're doing in The Sims 3 before we completely go into it. We're doing the Wishes Challenge, which is where you start off with a sim that has um, a, on an empty lot with 1,000 simoleons, and you can only do what your sim wishes. So the first 3 wishes that your sim rolls, you have to promise them. If any opportunities present themselves, then you have to accept them. You don't necessarily have to do them, but you do have to accept them. And like I said, you can only do things that help your sim meet their wishes. So, for example, my Sims, one of my Sims' wishes here is to fully explore a tomb. Gosh darn it, I'm doing it again. And so to fully explore a tomb, so I can have her travel and take a holiday and explore a tomb. But if she didn't have that wish, then I wouldn't be able to have her travel, for example. Um, or this one, she wants to be worth more than 25,000 simoleons. So that's easy to do. I can just, buy her things and have her save her money and all that, so that until she's worth over 25,000 simoleons. But let's say that I wanted her to get married. Well, unless one of her wishes was to get married, I cannot have her get married. So I think that kind of explains the rules, and the objective is to get your sim with to have a full house with something that takes care of every single need, at least one item per need. So for example, she's got hunger, so she's got a refrigerator and a cooker for hunger. Her bladder need, she has a toilet. For energy, she's got a bed. For social, she has a phone. Hygiene need, she has a shower. And for her fun need, she has a TV. So all of her needs are taken care of, but you also want to have specific rooms. So we want to have a specific, a room that's a kitchen, a room that's a living room, a bathroom, and a proper bedroom. And once you finish doing all of that, then technically the challenge is complete. You can go on until the Sims lifetime wish has been fulfilled as well, or you can turn it into a legacy challenge where um, you have multiple generations and all that wonderful stuff. Bees, your family liked when you mixed whipped cream vodka with a special powdered orange drink mix. You add ice, 2 peeled oranges, water, and the powder. Was the orange drink mix like Tang or something? Because that does sound good. I must say that really sounds good. Shaz, you don't know why you have to log in every time you open The Sims 3. It's a real pain. I don't always log in, but if you don't, then there is a chance that all of your DLC won't log in as well. Won't work properly. It's seriously stupid. I hate the always need to be online thing. So annoying. Bees, the drink mix is cheap. You'll go find a packet. It's like £1, $1.49. That is really cheap. Bees, if you ever had an orange Julius, it's basically that. Oh, orange Julius is delicious. I love orange Julii? Orange Julius's? What's the plural of orange Julius? Shaz, you've never heard of that drink, sadly. It's basically like a creamy orange juice with alcohol. It's so good. Bees, yeah, yeah, sugary, frothy orange juice that's like a smoothie, but isn't frozen. It's very, very tasty. Bees, the brand is called Concord Fresh Success Orange Smoothie Mix. They also make banana, strawberry, mango, and chocolate banana. That sounds so good. I wonder if the chocolate banana one would be good. Chocolate banana with some kind of alcohol, maybe rum. Spiced rum with the chocolate banana mix. Tempting to try it, isn't it? You'll have to try it, Bees. Let us know how it is. So the only thing that I can think of that we have that would be close to that is might be like Angel Delight, but that's more of a mousse mix, not a smoothie mix. Why is she wading through? I better not have bills. We've got bills. Fine. We'll pay the bills. The Frogglezog, huh? Okay. So what do we need to do? We need 3 tomatoes. There is no way we're going to be able to get 3 tomatoes, especially considering that it's winter. So we're not going to be able to do that. Her work starts in 13 hours. So we won't be able to do anything with that. Her mood is good. She does need work on her athletic skill, and I think we'll do that because she does have the wish to join the evil career branch and to become the emperor of evil. So if we go in and we have her work out to get her we'll do a good pacing. Yeah, if we have her work out to bring her athletic skill up, then hopefully she'll be able to get a job promotion on her next day at work. We'll have to see how it goes. Bees, they're very cheap. You can find them near the fruits and veg in most American stores. They also have guacamole and salsa mixes. Ooh, I fixed a homemade tomato and onion salsa tonight with tea. We had loaded chips or loaded fries tonight. With they were red potatoes, cut up into fries, and ovened until they were cooked. And then I topped them with a black bean enchilada mixture, basically, and then a queso cheese sauce, a chipotle mayo sauce on top of that, and then the onion and tomato salsa, sour cream, crispy onions, and diced coriander. It was so good. It was so good. Shaz, you found it, but it would cost you 29 Australian dollars with before delivery. Ouch. Imported stuff is so expensive. It really is. Oh. Bees, please make you dinner. That sounds to die for. I get a subscription box for my evening meals. I get 5 meals a week, and it's called Gusto, and it's a UK based company. It's kind of like HelloFresh, but they actually pay their employees a living wage. And their recipes aren't as pretentious as HelloFresh's is. I did HelloFresh, and for a while, and the food was nice, but they were all like really high in calories and just not stuff that I would eat on a daily basis. And all of the plant-based recipes seem to contain pomegranate seeds. And I like pomegranate, but not just scattered on top of every meal, you know? It gets old after the first 5 meals. Um, so I found this subscription box over here based in the UK called Gusto, Guosto. And they're a B corporation. They um, help with schools, to help ensure that the schools have breakfasts for the kids, because not every kid, not every family can afford 3 meals a day for every for the kids, which is a shame. But it's nice to know that there are companies out there that are working with schools to help ensure that kids get fed every morning. So that's really cool. And their meals are, especially their plant based meals, are all like 800 calories or below. A lot of them are well below 800 calories, and they're all tasty and not a pomegranate seed in sight. And they're all stuff that I would eat, like on a normal daily basis. So, very good though. Absolutely love it. Shaz, all of them on that site say Australia product is out of stock. No. You've got HelloFresh in Australia. Bees, yep, I'm in the UK. I used to live in the States. I lived there for the first 24 years of my life, and then I flew over to the United Kingdom, and I've lived here now for 24 years. I have lived here in the UK for as long as I lived in the United States. Currently, half my life. But yeah, it's I love Gusto Box. Gusto is seriously a good company. Bees, you wouldn't have mentioned American Project if you knew that you couldn't get it. Oh no, don't worry about it, Bees. There's chances are I could either get that product, um, or if I can't find that exact product, I might be able to find something over here in the UK that's very similar. Probably not that brand, but there's probably something very similar. Okay. As soon as you level up in your athletic skill, hello, Rock. How are you doing? Glad to see. God, she stinks. She really stinks. She's very tired. And okay, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to take care of your needs now. Go take a shower. Quick shower. Quick toilet break, and then I want you to sleep. Oh, yeah, until 7 p.m. That's fine because you've got work at 9, so that'll be perfect. Okay. Crown Collector, there's always similar stuff. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Especially here in the UK, because like there's loads of stuff over here that is considered American. So like I mean, we get all of the chocolates. You get your M&Ms, Kit Kat, Snickers, all of that stuff. We get over here as well. McDonald's, Burger King. We even have a Popeyes in the city center now. which is saying something. But how you doing, Rock? You all right? Bees, you want to visit the UK so bad. You want a proper beef Wellington. To be honest, beef Wellington is difficult to come by over here as well. You have to go to a really posh restaurant to get a proper beef Wellington. But they if you like mushrooms and you like rare cooked beef, then they are pretty good beef Wellingtons. Or you can always look it up online, and get a recipe and figure out how to do it yourself. All you need is puff pastry, mushrooms, mustard, a beef, some I think a beef roast, and a few other things. I can't remember all of the ingredients, but they're all readily available. Even in the United States, they're all readily available, so you should be able to make one yourself. Because all you know is Gordon Ramsay's never shuts up about them. Yeah, Ramsay really, really likes beef Wellington. He considers it to be like the most British dish, when in actuality, the most British dish is either a Cornish pasty or a Yorkshire wrap. Yorkshire pudding wrap. Get yourself a Yorkshire pudding. There's places here that sell a Yorkshire pudding wrap. So you get a Yorkshire pudding that is actually cooked in like a square, instead of the normal pudding shape, and then you put your filling, whatever you want, like roast chicken and stuffing and gravy, um, inside of it and roll it up like you would a burrito. And it is so, so good. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have her. Um, I'm gonna have her conspire with accomplices because this way her accomplices status will go up a little bit, hopefully. Let's go ultra speed. Her mood is still pretty good, so I also want her to like practice illicit activities, maybe, and that will help her with her athletic skill as well. Her athletic skill is very, very close. Oh, oh, they want us to go back to France. Oh, we can do that. We can go to France. Shaz, Snickers. I know Snickers are so good, aren't they? These all you forgot about Yorkshire pudding. You have to add it to the list. Yorkshire pudding is so good. It's so simple, but so, so tasty. Shaz, Popeyes reminds you of that movie, Little Nicky. Yes. Oh, Little Nicky. I'm going to have to watch that again. I freaking used to love that film. And Shaz, she didn't finish cooking. That food may burn. Oh, you're right. It might. Or it'll go off by the time she gets back home. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see if she has a. If she comes back home to a burnt down house or not. Ruck, what if you teleported behind me and poggered? There's not enough room behind me to teleport behind me. You'll end up in the wall, and that would be sad because you would either destroy the wall or die. So I would suggest that you not teleport behind me. Opting, do they still do Yorkshire pudding graces? Yorkshire pudding graces? What is a Yorkshire pudding grace? I have to admit I've never heard of it, but there is quite a bit of food that I've not heard of. Shaz, Popeye's chicken is effing awesome. Yes, yes. Is the shiz. Rock, what if you just teleport into my house and walk behind you? Um, Still not enough room. There's literally, I mean, like, wall. When I say there's not much room behind me, I mean there's not much room behind me. If I move my chair, it will hit the wall. Opting, oh, Yorkshire pudding races. Um, not not where I'm at, but I they might do it elsewhere. But yeah, not where I'm at. Bees, you want all the British classics: a full English, beef Wellington, shepherd's pie, fish and chips, toad in the hole, sticky toffee pudding, steak and kidney pie, tikka masala. You can't wait to be disappointed in mushy peas. It will be the greatest disappointment of your life. What about a spotted dick? You gotta have a spotted dick if you're if you're talking about things that you want to have when you're here in the UK. A spotted dick is definitely one of the top things that you have to have that's British. And a black pudding. You have to have a black pudding as well. Shaz, you didn't have to watch Little Nicky again too. You love it. Same. Like, what if you do a poll and just walk up and show your face for like 3 seconds on the camera, Paul Green? Now that would be funny, especially since I would probably call you Paul. Okay, so yes, we have to accept the French delivery. You've been given a thin paper package to deliver to a contact in Champs-les-Sens, France. You suspect it contains the names of all the major crime bosses on the continent. We've already done that, but yeah, okay, fine. We'll do it again. Why not? Might as well, right? Insurance is granted. Oops. Thanks for the slap opting. Oops. Our house burnt down. And we improved our athletic skill to level 6. And we earned 474 simoleons. And the firefighter is flirting with us. Oh dear. Oh dear. Shaz, hopped and mushy peas are great. Shaz, you always have a real shepherd's pie the day after you make a roast leg of lamb. So good, right? Oh my god. Well, there went our daily oh dear. At least it didn't spread. At least it was just the oven that burned. Nothing else burned. So that's good, right? Bees, you must be brave and take a bite of haggis. You hear it tastes like licking the bottom of it. Haggis is like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. Personally, I cannot stand Marmite. Not Marmite, haggis. I like Marmite. I don't like haggis. Shaz should have seen Paul's face on camera yesterday when I sang yes. He looked like he was in pain, didn't he? It was so funny. It was so funny. Right, because he's going to have to play Sims 3 for another month just to finish the challenge. No, it's fine. Shaz, yeah, just the stove, just the stove. And you've never had haggis. I would recommend not trying it. Haggis is not very tasty. But yeah. Okay, so we have to go to France. Again. So I mean, it will satisfy 2 wishes because, if she fully explores another tomb, gosh darn it, I keep getting. Why do I keep calling it tome when it's a tomb? It's my brain. It is my brain. Where's my mouse? No, really, where's my mouse? Okay, there it is. Right, let's have her go on her phone and try. We're still recovering from the previous holiday. Fine. We can't go on holiday yet. We're gonna have to wait. Rock, what would I have done if like the entire house had actually bursted into flames? It would have been the oh no, we're back at spawn shenanigans all over again. Thanks for the slap, Shaz. 81 slaps this year. Shaz, how do you recover from a holiday? What? Have you never been on a holiday where you're like, I need a holiday just to recover from the holiday? Because I have. Rocky, but I would have cried, laughed like I did in my. Yep, exactly. Shaz, never. I have. Because my holidays are usually, let's see how far we can hike holidays. You know, It's like, oh, we hiked 5 miles today. Can we make it 8 miles tomorrow? And repeat for an entire week, you know? So by the time we get home, I'm like, oh my god, I'm not ready to start back working now. I need another holiday because to recover from that first holiday. Shaz, you don't get holidays. Last holiday was back in 1992. Wow. You definitely need a holiday, Shaz. 100%. You can come over to the UK. I'll show you around. I'll take you to all the fun places. Not Buckingham Palace though. Buckingham Palace is no longer fun since the Queen died, you know. Destroy it! She enjoyed that. She had fun doing that. All right, your energy level is really low. She can't sleep while she's feeling buzzed. Why is she buzzed? She made chai latte with sprinkles, so she's buzzed. For 2 hours. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Let her do whatever she wants then. Sims, I swear. It's fine. Shaz, you like to relax on holidays? And your last one was at a horse riding ranch holiday? Oh, nice. That sounds like fun. I have to admit, I have gone horse riding before, but I've never been... Did I just summon that horse? I mentioned horse riding, and a horse appeared. Rock, she can't sleep while she's feeling poggered. Rock, because everyone knows if you're actively poggering, you can't sleep. True, true. Shaz, talking about horse riding. Lol, you predicted that. So, let's see. Affection. Feed treat. Let's feed the horse a treat. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Oh wow, the graphical glitch is real on this horse. Oh, okay. The horse does not like me. It's fine. The horse is like, yeah, no. You're a stranger. Stranger danger. Never accept, never accept treats from strangers. Shaz, Ruffle, Rock, you're so clipping that. Why was the horse like all black, no texture at all? Because it's The Sims 3, and The Sims 3 was notorious for having no detail whatsoever on things. I mean, look at that outfit. It looks literally painted on her arms, doesn't it? That's The Sims 3 for you. Outfits look extremely painted on. It just looks like liquid latex. It looks like it was literally painted on her skin. It's fine. Shaz, TS3 is so dark. It is, and I've got lots of lights, and it's still so showing up so dark on screen. It's so weird. Yeah, I know you're tired. Then go to bed. You have a bed. Go to sleep. Stop yelling at me like you're tired and go to bed. You've got autonomy. Sorry, I'm just yelling at my sim. You know, as you do. Shaz, you turned your brightness up on your laptop and you still can't see. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Options. Okay, 1920. Reflection quality, lights and shadows. Let me turn it up to. Oh, I have to restart it. Gosh darn it. What about texture detail? Let me please restart the game. Why game? Why? Why you make me do things? Fine. Shaz, lol. You have yours all set at medium in that setting. So, okay. I'll tell you what, let me, because I do want you all to be able to see properly, and it is really dark. Let me save the game, exit out, and restart the game. And hopefully it doesn't like tank the stream. Shaz, bills? What bills? Bills? Does she have bills? Nope, she doesn't have bills. It's fine. So if I quit and then restart, maybe, yeah, I think that was the newspaper. Yeah, that would make sense. Do do do. Dude, everyone. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We'll make our own music, right? And while we're reloading, have you all heard of W Place? Wplace.live. Shaz, doo doo, go to the toilet. Oh dear. Sims 3. Yeah, yep. Wplace.live. It is a website where that's the entire world. It's like Google Earth or Google Maps. And you can basically draw on the world with pixel art. It's very addictive, but quite fun, especially like if you just like looking at other people's art. So there's loads of different pictures everywhere. I mean, tons of trans flags and LGBT, pride flags and everything. Tons of Pokemon. And Rock, you'll like this bit. There's a lot. Okay, so this is like really bright on my screen. How is it? Is it a little bit brighter on yours? We'll be able to find in a minute. I'll figure it out in a minute. I don't want to turn up the brightness too much because this is borderline too bright for my monitor. So it's still quite dark, but it is nighttime right now. So, well, I mean, it's dark in her house. Chaz, it does look a bit brighter. Okay, good. Let me actually. Yeah, that is a little bit. It's a lot brighter on my monitor, but it is a little bit brighter for you all. I don't know why Twitch is automatically darkening it, or Meld is one of the two, or both, because it is a lot darker on stream, both on Twitch and YouTube, because I can see both. It's so weird. Encoding is so weird, and I don't understand it. It's a bunch of programming and maths, and my brain just refuses. But it's fine. Opting saves power. The darker screen uses less candles. I mean, yeah, okay. Is she gonna answer the phone? Yes, she did. And she also wants some food. Yeah, sure. We can chat with whoever that is that wants us to chat. And then I'll have her fix something to eat. Have some mac and cheese. What do you mean, butterfly? There is no butterfly. There is only Sims. I don't know what you're talking about, butterfly, Mersada. Sims be weird sometimes, I swear. Shaz, a big picture of Augie. Oh, Aussie, yes, yes. You're looking at W Place, you found Australia, and there's a big picture of Aussie. If you go to Nottingham, UK, it's like the entire area around Nottingham is done up in Ozzy Osbourne stuff and Black Sabbath. In memory of him. It is so cool. But Rock himself would like W Place because there's people have got Hermitcraft people, YouTubers up all over the world as well. There's a lot of Hermitcraft stuff going on. So neat. Rock, you've what have you clipped? What bit did you clip, Rock? Don't cough in your mac and cheese, lady. It's rude. Goodness. All right, when does she go to work? In 2 hours. Okay. I'm hoping that she'll be able to go on holiday again. I'm not sure how long it is, but I'm really hoping she can go soon. We can check her opportunities, or not her opportunities, lifetime happiness. So she's got 8,000 lifetime rewards. So let's see what we can actually buy for her. Something that will help her with her wishes towards getting her work. So she can do a professional slacker. That's 5,000. That would be really good. So would office hero. So yeah, I'm thinking probably office hero first. Your inter-office conversations will be more effective than ever. Coworkers will love hanging out with you. So that's probably going to be a good one to get. So we'll purchase that one for now. So now when she conspires with coworkers at work, then that will be like super effective. Rock, you've seen W Place. Etho is taken over because Hermitcraft fans build Etho everywhere. Yes. Also, there's a dedicated Next Life area where you build a bunch of life-related things. Cool. You've done the kitchen tops. Thank you, Mr. Paul. You want some of your beer in the refrigerator or your new strawberry stuff? The strawberry stuff, remember, you need lemonade. Do you have lemonade? No, then tomorrow I'll take you to the shop after I get home tomorrow, and I'll get you some lemonade. What? Okay, I'll take you Saturday and we can get lemonade. Yes. Unless you want to go out for lunch. I mean, not with me. You'll have to go out. That's up. Yeah, that's not down to me, mate. Anyway, you go on and relax. Go have your shower if you haven't had one yet. Huh? You've had your shower? Okay. Yeah, you can go play with your Furbies, Paul. Yep, okay. Uh-oh. Why is there a cop there? Are we going to jail again? Are we going to... What? Hold it right there, Kimball. Your criminal activity will no longer trouble the good citizens of this town. We got a nice little cell reserved for you down at the station. Gosh darn it, we've been arrested again. Let's work out while we're there. Gosh darn it. Rock the clip is the horse thing. Okay. But yeah, I'm slowly building something in W Place. Shaz, you painted a purple S on your real life home in W Place. Oh, cool. Up to I'm being jailed for summoning horses. Witchcraft. Shaz, you forgot to put the bin out last night in the garbage truck. Oh no. Paul's the one who does all the bins now. You can pick up your belongings on the way out. We don't want you trying to escape using your death flower. You unlock Crime Never Pays achievement and earned a badge. Okay. How could I use my death flower to try to escape? Sorry? What? Okay, why don't you go... go home. Stop building snowmen in front of the... She's just building... She got out of jail and now she's building a snowman in front of the police station. What even? What even sense? Rock, where in W Place are you drawing? My hometown. Near my hometown, I should say. You want to draw an EFO? Shaz, and then she did an evil cackle. Yes. So funny. So you'll know what I'm you'll notice be able to tell my drawing because right now it is just a partial box. I'm in the process of getting the framework for it done. Wait, yeah, Rock, it's in the US. Just look for the giant almost done box and that'll be that's me. I haven't actually started the proper work yet. I've just drawn I'm fencing it in so that I don't have to, hopefully no one will draw inside the box because I'll have to, if anyone draws inside that box, I'll have to like go over it. It's gonna look really cool when it's done though. I promise. It'll look really cool. Shaz, you just waiting for your S to be done? It's just, yeah, it's really buffering. There were a couple of horrible Twitch streamers who decided to grief it, and they sent all of their followers over there and crashed it. So they've been having a lot of problems for a couple of days. Gosh darn it. I'm trying to get the rest of my slush out of the glass and it doesn't want to. There we go. But yeah, it's not done yet. What even is she watching? Oh dear. Is she watching romance TV? Let's change it to Action World. What the heck? Sims TV is completely mad. I bet the developers who made all of the Sims TV channels and the programs on the Sims TV channels had an absolute blast doing it. Guaranteed. Shaz, griefers suck. They do. They completely do. She was watching a rom-com. I think she was. Rook, you're pretty sure that you can share a link with coordinates that I draw at? Probably, but I haven't figured out how to do that. I know you can because I've seen people do it. But yeah, I haven't figured out how to do that because I'm slow. But the thing I want to draw is roughly 150 by 150 pixels square. So it's gonna take me a while to draw it. It's gonna take me a very long while to draw it, but I'll get there. I'll get there. I've got it all plotted. I've got an image that I'm working from. So, which is why I'm making a box. That's each line has an extra dot on it at 10. Every 10 pixels has like a gray dot, so that I know where you know I can use it as a grid system. It works. Rock, you can help me with basic coloring, like at least just the box or something. I mean, if you want to finish off, if you want to try finishing off that box, please feel free. It's black for 9 pixels, and then the 10th pixel is a dark gray pixel. And then just rinse and repeat. 9 black, 1 gray, 9 black, 1 gray, until the box is complete. It's nearly there. You only need to do, I think, like 60 or 80 more blocks, something like that. Pixels. I mean, it's not Minecraft. Shaz, you've only used 12 pixels so far, making your little S. What does she want to do? She wants to buy a Bonehilda coffin. Ooh. I could say no to the worth more than 25,000 to get her that Bonehilda coffin. You know what? I think I will. Let's unpromise that and promise that. And how much is the Bonehilda coffin? Where is the Bonehilda coffin? I think Bonehilda is... It's not stage props. What is it under? Surfaces, comfort, decor? Is it under decor? The Bonehilda coffin. Shaz, you did 1 pixel twice, so you erased it. You wish it would just take and stop buffering. It does, yeah. It might take you a while for it to stop buffering. Where is the... Is it under sculptures? I really just want to know how much the Bonehilda thing costs. Looking for Bonehilda. I really wish that there was a search function in The Sims. Don't think it's a plant. Is it entertainment? Hobbies and skills. I don't think it's going to be under hobbies and skills. No. Parties? I don't think it's under parties either. Nope. Misc. Wait, there it is. There it is. Bonehilda Living Quarters is under entertainment, miscellaneous, and it's 4,000 simoleons. That's fine. That's fine. I can get that for her. Not right now because she doesn't quite have enough. But we can definitely get it soon. Shaz, you'll just let it go and ignore it for now. It's as painful as watching paint dry. Oh dear. Oh my god. She just made waffles. And they're normal quality. They're not charcoal. Wow. She didn't burn them. Celebration! Woo! You gotta celebrate that, right? Shaz Poker Face. The dishwasher broke. But I can't do it because, one, she isn't wishing for it, so she has to do it herself. I can't have her do it. This is the problem about the wishes challenge. So you literally can't do it for your sim unless they wish to do it. If she had a wish that was repair something, I could have her repair it. But otherwise, she's going to have to do it autonomously. Shaz, puddle on the floor. Yep. I can't have her mop it up either because, again, it's she has to do it herself. I'm sure she'll do it. She'll get to it eventually, right? Maybe. Maybe. We'll have to see. So she's off work today. And tomorrow. And tomorrow is Snowflake Day. She is really good. I think we're going to go ahead and like work on her athletic skill. Her accomplices, getting her along with her accomplices, her work people, is fine. But I might work on her athletic skill a little bit. Cornelia Goth died. Oh no. Poor Cornelia. Shaz has to be a wish or autonomously. Yes, it does. All right, what is that? She wants to garden. Nope. In the middle of winter? Yeah, that's not happening. Sure, Mersada. We'll just let you garden in the middle of freaking winter. What is that? What is that? That looks like a little tiny... Oh, it's a spotlight mushroom. I'm like, it looks like a little, whatchamacallit? Words. It looks like a UFO. I'm like, is that a little bitty tiny UFO on the ground? It's not. It wasn't. Sadly. Sadly, it was not a little tiny UFO on the ground. Because of course not. We can't have cool stuff like that. Rock, there's so many drawings you can't find mine. Do you remember what my hometown is? Rock. There aren't very many drawings around my hometown. You should be able to find it fairly easily. So I am just having a look around to see if there's anything she can go and collect. Because I do kind of want her to, get up to 4,000 simoleons, let's say it, so that she can do things. Get that Bonehilda. Get Bonehilda. Become besties with Bonehilda. Because why not, right? Doggo! Aww. Oh my god, the doggo's in the middle. Oh, look at him running through the snow. He's running circles in the snow. Diamonds, rather. Oh dear. Ooh, hello. Is that a thing? No, that was not a thing. Gosh darn it, it's fine. Nope, I don't see anything around here that she can collect. Hold on, what's that? Mandrake seed. Yeah, go and collect that. You can collect that, it's fine. Shaz, too much snow to garden. Way too cold to garden. Just definitely too cold. There are a few things that she can pick up, though. A few little things that she can grab and maybe make money from. Hello, Fairy Sim? That is not how you ice skate. That is not how you ice skate. We can shop for books. We can attend a movie, but she doesn't want to attend a movie. She doesn't have any wishes to do that, so definitely not, or can't do that. And give it a second to finish loading over here, and it doesn't look like there's actually anything over here either. Okay. I'll have her go back home, and we'll see what she picked up. So let's see. We've got... We've got the spotlight mushroom. Stop it. Okay, spotlight mushroom, worth 100 simoleons. Yes, that's fine. And the white cap, worth 4 simoleons. There we go. That gave her a little bit of money, at least. Not much, but a little bit. It'll be fine. Rock, there's so many drawings. Somewhere in Missouri. Somewhere in Missouri. Shaz, fly skating, yay! Yeah, getting a little bit of money is better than none at all. I agree. Now what does she cook? What is she doing? She's cooking. Okay, it's fine. She can cook if she wants to. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, Rock, it's St. Clair. Look for St. Clair. You don't really remember. You would fail the how well do you know the streamer quiz then. I'm really hoping she repairs that. What is this? Learn a new recipe. Yep, not doing it because everything else that you have is worth more lifetime happiness points. Investigate mysterious anomaly? What mysterious anomaly? Ooh. Pretty. Very pretty. Oh no. Oh no. No. Did my son just get abducted by aliens? Rock, you know Muir Pogger. Shaz, no. Are we gonna have to build a nursery? Oh no. Rock, my sim is so dead. She's back. Oh. The alien's like, bye. It looks like Mersada was abducted by an alien. Hopefully they were friendly. How friendly were they? Why is she going to the toilet now? She better not be pregnant. Shaz, she might be come back pregnant. Who knows? Maybe he was friendly or too friendly. Yeah, indeed. I guess we'll find out in a day or two, won't we? Shaz, that would be hilarious. What if she ends up pregnant by an alien? That was not on my calendar for this playthrough. That was totally not on my calendar for this playthrough. Is there any way to find out if she's pregnant? I don't think there is. There isn't any. Isn't either? Is there? It doesn't look like it. No, there isn't. Just gonna have to wait and see. Oh dear. Well, if she starts like being sick in the toilet and stuff like that, I guess we'll know. You looked the other day to see if your sim was pregnant? How did you do that? You just wait to see? Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get to go to France and we'll find lots of money in the tomb while we're there so that we can make a bedroom with a small nursery on the side. It's fine. It's fine. Sims be like that sometimes. It's like you're going along and everything is just going so nicely and suddenly you get abducted by aliens, you know? I'm sure everything will be fine. Today is Snowflake Day. What is that? Befriend an alien. Your sim has a pure heart and a little bag of candies. That's all it takes, right? I am not promising that wish because it's not worth as much as the other 3 wishes. Mersada just discovered how to make an evil snowman. Wait. Oh my god. Bananas for horns, red peppers for the red chili peppers for the mustache. That is freaking awesome. Hello, Augie. Glad to see ya. How you doing? Shaz, your sim had maternity leave, and now whenever you log in, the leave goes back to 7 days. Wow. That's a nice bug to have. You had to cheat to get her to go to work to finish off one of those thingies at the star tab thingy. Yeah. The opportunities. What is that? Snowman Bitter Totter. What is that? Why do I have a snowman on my lot? Shaz the Snowman isn't wearing an axle, though. True. Augie, you're doing good waiting to finish work. Oh, I'm glad you're okay, Augie. Hopefully you'll finish work soon and you'll have a nice trip back home. Oh no. Augie, you want me to continue playing Sims 3? I got money. I got money. Minnesota received an average holiday bonus of 2,600 simoleons. Snowflake Day has arrived. Share a friendly gesture with your neighbors, friends, or even a stranger at the Winter Festival. Today is the day to spread holiday bliss. Why do I have a gnome, though? What's the gnome for? And thank you for the hydrate, Augie. Appreciate it. So you want me to continue with The Sims 3 for next week as well? Okay, okay. We'll continue with The Sims 3 for next week. Now the question is, do you want me to continue with this challenge, or do you want me to continue to start a new challenge? Augie, absolutely stick with this challenge. Okay, okay, we can do that. I will have her view the gnome. I have no idea what the gnome is for, but it's there, and we must view it. What's the gnome for, though? I mean, I know in The Sims 4, for Harvest Fest, you get gnomes. But why gnome now? Rocky found me? Oh, cool. On W Place, that is. Nice. Yeah, right now, it's just an incomplete square. 9 pixels of black, 1 of dark gray, to mark, 10. So, and then once I've finished that square, then I will do the, start doing the actual pixel art. I have no idea what I'm doing with what. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Augie, the gnomes are just to look pretty in The Sims 3. Okay, so it just appeared, and it's there for no reason other than being there. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, so she wants to buy a Bonehilda coffin. We now have enough money to buy a Bonehilda coffin. So let's go ahead and we will give her that wish. Bonehilda living quarters. I'm not sure where to put it. Shall we put it here? Can't intersect other objects. Okay, what about where can I put it? Okay, I'm gonna have to put it outside. I'm just it's gonna have to live outside because there is no other place for me to put it. There we go. Hopefully she can use it outside. And now she wants to be worth more than 25,000 simoleons again. So that's fine. Oh wait. Throw it. Oh no. That's not worth more than 1,000. So that's a no. Okay. All right. It's fine. She's doing well. She's doing well for herself. She wanted Bonehilda. Let's awaken Bonehilda since we got it. We might as well interact with it once. Augie, I'm doing just fine, thank you. Oh my god, what was that sound? I'm doing just fine, thank you. We're having we had a pretty good day. Took Paul to do his birthday shopping spree. He bought a marble run, a light bright, a canvas that has a mandala printed on it, and it's a color your own canvas basically. So he bought that, and he bought some glitter markers to color it in with, and that's pretty much it. He bought himself a bunch of treats as well, snacks and cookies and stuff, and energy drinks and all that wonderful stuff. But yeah, he got all the stuff that he wanted, and he's quite happy. Rocket looks more light gray than dark. It might be light gray, yeah. I'm sure you can figure out what the color. Augie, you like marble runs. So does Paul. He likes Furbies more than marble runs, but of course, none of the stores that we went to today sell 2012 Furbies. Which may be why I told him that he can only spend the money in stores, like physical stores. And the canvas will look amazing. Yeah, I think so too. he seemed to be really, really happy with it. So she's taking an evil shower, in case you're wondering why she was yelling. See? Take evil shower. Rock. Yep, exactly. I told him that he had to spend the money in actual stores so that he couldn't spend it all on 2012 Furbies. And he's like, I told him we went to the second store. We went to Smith's toy store. Then we went to Home Bargains. And I'm like, right, Paul. After we were finished at Home Bargains, I'm like, right, Paul, you've got you have 30 pounds left. Like, you've got 30 pounds left. Do you want to go? What do you want to do with the 30 pounds? And his response was, seriously, buy a Furby on eBay. And I'm like, nope, you cannot buy a Furby on eBay using this money, Paul, because I told you that you had to spend it by going to actual physical stores. So I'm like, I said, there's a TK Maxx and a HomeSense down not too far from here. Do you want to go there and see if you can find any Indian stuff? And he's like, yeah. So we went to HomeSense / TK Maxx, and that's where he bought the Light Bright and the mandala print canvas and markers. So Rock, what even is an evil shower? An evil shower is something that an evil person takes. You know, an evil person simply does not take a shower. They take an evil shower. When they go to the toilet, when they brush their teeth or wash their hands, rather, they don't just wash their hands with soap. They wash their hands with evil soap. When they fix hot chocolate, they don't just fix hot chocolate. They drink evil white chocolate. Are you getting you getting the pattern there? Shaz, you took a photo and posted on Discord when you were outside. Okay, I'll definitely take a look. Ruck, I'm so tired of his Furby obsession. I asked him today if he was going. I'm like, Paul. He's like, Paul, I have 4 Furbies. I'm like, yeah, you have 4 Furbies, Paul. And I'm like, are you gonna buy a 5th Furby? And he went, yeah. I'm like, oh, jeez. It's like, wonderful, wonderful. Paul's gonna, yeah, lovely. Oh. Toilet broke. Bunhilda. Bunhilda, will you fix the toilet for me, please? Thank you. That's what I've got. That's what Bunhilda's for. Is to do the stuff that my sim won't do. Rock, what if instead of Furbies, he bought Polga-related things? Like Indian mandala color it yourself canvases? He thinks those are Polgar. And Light Brights? Or a Light Bright? He immediately, as soon as I said, oh, I had a Light Bright when I was a kid, he immediately grabbed it. He wasn't interested until I said that I had one. Augie, time to go home. Have a safe trip home, Augie. So she wants to be worth more than 25,000 simoleons, and she wants to join the evil career branch. I could have her go to work on Snowflake Day, but I don't think she'll actually get paid for doing that. Has she built 2 evil snowmans now? Oh, I just noticed it's got a pitchfork as well. That's hilarious. So yeah, I literally can't do anything until she just have to let her go do things autonomously. Because there's nothing around. We're in the middle of a blizzard. There's nothing around for her to harvest or do anything with. You know, to make extra money. Which, oh, excuse me, is definitely not good. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm sure. She is, however, going to starve to death if she's not careful. She's gonna wake up and hopefully she'll get something to eat. Okay, she's waking up. Okay, I'm gonna have her drink the latte. God, she is jacked though. Jeez. I wish that doing 2 hours of exercise made me look that jacked. I'm just saying. Rock, I demand you fix my evil toilet this instant. Chop chop, servant. I must take an evil poop. Good old Bonehilda. She does things and doesn't complain. She just potters around, takes care of everything. Bonehilda's awesome. She wants to grow an apple tree. I'm sorry, you cannot do that. It is winter. Okay, now she's fixing something to eat. That's fine. It's winter. And she's like, I want to grow an apple tree. Yeah, sure. Sure. Words, whatever your name is. Mersada. Sure, Mersada. We can totally grow an apple tree in the middle of freaking winter. That's totally a thing you can do. Sims, man. I seriously don't get Sims sometimes. Ruck, is she actually a servant or is she just like a... No, she's Bonehilda. You buy her, she comes in her own little house, and then you summon her or awaken her, and she just goes around and tidies up after you. She's Bonehilda the maid. Ooh, hello, what's that? I'll have her go and collect that. We need money, man. We need some money. Whee! Are you eating at least? Oh, no, don't. I want you to eat first, please. Don't. Bonehilda, put it down. Put it down. Bonehilda. Bonehilda put away my mac and cheese before I had a chance to eat it. Rude. I mean, she was only doing her job, but still, rude. Horse. Rock, you may be asking, what's the difference? The answer is, there isn't one. It's the middle of winter. How was I supposed to deliver 3 freshly grown tomatoes to a restaurant in the middle of winter? The answer, I wasn't. That is the answer. It's fine. It's fine. Whoa. I was gonna say, what is that? It's a person. That's what it is. It is a person. With wings. Oh, it's a fairy. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Fish, swim, build an igloo. I know there's lots of snow, but it's... And I lost that rock that I was wanting to collect. It's fine. Okay, so there's nothing around here for her to collect that I can see. Let's go back home. Whee! I guess we're just gonna have to wait until she goes back to work. What time is it anyway in the world? It is 11:09 p.m. There's not much she can do because it's like, winter time. She has to pay her bills. Fine. Stupid bills. I don't like bills. Why does she have to pay so many bills? Shaz, that fairy is nuts. Being out in the middle of yeah, in a snowstorm, I agree. Bonehilda, yes, I got Bonehilda. With her little house, we can dismiss her because we've summoned her already, or when we no longer want her around, we can dismiss her. But seriously, I don't know why you would want to dismiss Bonehilda once you've summoned her, because all she does is walk around. She walks around, she cleans things, she fixes things. So why dismiss her? You know? She keeps you company. I think she's pretty cool. Okay, she's building an igloo. I mean, I tried building an igloo once in the middle of winter. It didn't work very well. I asked my mom, I'm like, hey, mom, can I build an igloo? And she's like, you can try. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, I was 9. Okay, in my defense, I was 9. I'm like, I need something to pack the snow into to make the bricks. And she's like, you can use this container, it's like basically a bowl, it's a square bowl type thing. And it didn't work. I couldn't make bricks. I could not make igloo bricks. So my igloo making days did not last very long. Shaz, what pack is Bonehilda in? Let me check real quick. Bonehilda is... That doesn't tell me very much. Let's see. It's a dark green circle. Sims 3 Supernatural is what it's in, or what she's in. So yeah, Sims 3 Supernatural. I have a lot of packs. I've got 70s, 80s, and 90s stuff, Seasons, Supernatural, Diesel stuff, Katy Perry Sweet Treats, Showtime, Master Suite, Pets, Town Life, Generations, Outdoor Living, Late Night, Fast Lane, Ambitions, High End Loft, World Adventures, and the base game, and a bunch of store content as well. I played this game a lot back when it was first released. Shaz, kind of like Tupperware. No, it was kind of like a sink bowl. Like the basin that you would put in a sink for washing up. It was kind of like that, only a little bit smaller. But yeah, she gave me that, and she's like, here you go. And I tried so hard to make snow blocks to make an igloo, and the snow it didn't stick together. It was dry snow, not wet snow. So I couldn't even make a snowball out of the stuff, It was pretty bad. Shaz, you found it just as I said it. Yep, Supernatural. Right, she's going back to the toilet. Okay, Bonehilda. So we do have work tomorrow, luckily. Thankfully. Sadly, I don't think we're going to be able to, because we granted her wish to get Bonehilda. We're not going to be able to build a bedroom tonight. So that's going to have to wait until next week now. Shaz, yeah, powdery snow. The worst kind of snow, because it's powdery snow is cold. It's annoying because it's still slippery, but it's no fun because you can't make snowballs or snowmen or anything with it. it's it's like the worst kind of snow. I hate powdery snow. Ruck's Pogger Natural Pack includes bone Pogger and other Pogger things. So yes, Rock. We're going back to Sims 3 this challenge next week because Augie spent his channel points to redeem to redeem me playing Sims 3 again. Shaz, you've never seen snow in real life. You're not missing out on much. You really aren't. It's cold, it's wet, it's very pretty. You know, like if you get really deep snow, and a full moon, the snow like shines in the moonlight like diamonds. It's really pretty. And like in Missouri, we always got these really big, long icicles dangling from the roof and from the trees. Um, and those were really pretty. But snow is cold. It's too cold and it's dangerous because you step on it and you slide and you end up breaking your hip, you know. So it's got its good and bad points, I'd say. Shaz, yeah, Augie redeemed choose a game. Shaz, and your channel points are at 5.k already. Oh dear. Ruck, what if I came back to Sims 4 and what if I came back to Sims 4 and the wheel said play Sims 3? So we do have to play Sims 1 as well, because the wheel did say play Sims 3, and then I spun it again and it said play Sims 1. So we're still on Sims 3 because everyone's enjoying this challenge so much that you all just have wanted me to continue it. So after Augie, after next week and Augie's redemption, then we'll go to Sims 1 and play a new challenge in Sims 1. I'll probably I'll see if I have to do some research and see if in the Sims 1 if they have wishes. If they do, then we'll do the wishes challenge in Sims 1 for a week, at least a week, and see how that challenge goes. And then we'll go back to Sims 4 eventually, you know. Shaz, you don't like the cold. You're a summer baby. Well, spring, but close enough to summer. A late spring baby. I was born, well, in August, which means, you know, summer, right in the middle, dead summer. But I like the autumn. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. I like the autumn and the spring. Those are my two favorite times of the year, favorite seasons. I like the autumn because like early autumn when the leaves start turning colors, that's my favorite time of autumn. I love it. Love the leaves changing colors. It's so pretty. And when they start falling, when they turn brown and fall off the trees, I like crunching them underneath when I go for walks. I like stepping on the leaves and hearing the crunch. So does Paul. Him and I will both like run through piles of leaves to hear it crunch because we're little kids, you know. And then I like springtime because of all the plants that are growing. You know, you get all the pretty flowers and daffodils and snowdrops and all that wonderful stuff. Rock, if I don't finish the challenge next week, you'll be redeeming another week. I like it. Shaz, there's so many games on my Steam library. Yes, I've got loads of games in my Steam library. Shaz, you were born 2 weeks before summer. Oh, cool. You like the flowers in the spring, but you hate the hay. Yes, the hay fever is so bad, and this year especially, my hay fever. I mean, I actually took a couple of days off streaming because the hay fever was just making me feel so sick that I couldn't do anything. It was so bad. Shaz, you like autumn leaf crunching too? The kids and you used to do that as you walk them to school. Paul loves it. And when I do it, he's like, Muir's silly. And then he laughs and does it himself, you know? Ruck, would it be funny or be Pogger, or would it be funny Pogger? Funny Pogger, definitely. 100%. Shaz, you feel me with the allergies? Yeah. This year was so bad. It was the worst. I normally don't get, I mean, I get some allergies, you know, but it's like I take like a antihistamine and I'm fine. But this year, I was taking 3 antihistamine pills per day, and it just barely made my life tolerable. It was not good at all. Ruck, what would Paul do if I poggered at him? He would pogger back. That's just a fact. Paul poggers. If you pogger at Paul poggers back. Oh my god, I just noticed the bathroom tile is from Katy Perry's Sweet Treats. I just noticed that. That's peppermint. Oh dear. Oh well. Shaz, it's the end of winter where you're at. Spring starts next month, and you've had bad sinuses already. Oof. Have y'all seen the Carrie Perry Sweet Treats for Sim pack for Sims 3? It is completely mad. Let me show you some of the stuff. Let me find it again. Katy Perry Sweet Treats. Let's see. There it is. So Katy Perry's Sweet Treats is 100% seriously just like, what in the world? I mean, look at that. You know, it's just very, very candy. Very just all candy all the time. It's so bad. It really is. There's a bar. There's a chocolate what's it called? Picnic table. It's just so tacky. So tacky. Ruck, do you ever just pog at Paul because funny? Yes. And every time I do, he poggers back. I do lots of things with Paul just because it's funny. Like, I sing. If he's been talking about Furbies nonstop for 10 minutes, I start singing and he runs away. It's seriously just loads of fun. It's like he'll be going, about Furbies. Furbies sing. Furbies like to be pet. I feed Furbies plastic pizza, and just he'll just go on and on and on and on and on. How to turn Furbies from one personality into another, and so on for like 10 minutes. Um, and I'll just start singing, and he'll literally run out of the room. Dear. Boing, 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 boing. Okay, deer's gone now. Shaz. Exactly, yes. Doe, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Oh no, that deer's gone. No idea where he went. Ooh, birds. That was one of the things I loved about The Sims 3. I can't remember what pack it was, if it was Sims 3 Pets or Sims 3 Outdoor Life that added all of the wild animals. But I absolutely love the fact that that randomly a deer will run across your lawn or a raccoon will go into your bin, and all of that stuff. They don't have that stuff in The Sims 4, you know? And I love that about The Sims 3. Absolutely love it. Shaz, you said that in Homer's voice. I can't do a good Homer's voice. I can do a Goofy. Gorsh. See, I'm good at Goofy, but I can't do Homer very well. Rock, you can imagine me going up to Paul and be like, "Hey, Paul." Yep, I have done that. I have definitely done that once or twice. Oh no! The gnome is moved. The gnome is buried under the snow. Is he dead? Is the gnome dead? I am going to name the gnome Pogger. The gnome is now called Pogger. Shaz, you did it in your head. Okay. You can't actually do a Homer voice or a Marge voice, but you can do it in your head. That makes that same. 100% same. I can hear the Homer voice in my head, but I can't say it. I can't do a Homer impersonation. Shaz, yay, Pogger Gnome. Rock, OMG, Pogger. Pogger Gnome. No idea why Pogger, why gnome, but why not? Why gnomed? Why anyway? It's fine. She's making another snowman. What kind of snowman do you think she's making? Another evil snowman. Of course she's making a third evil snowman. Of course she is. She's making an army of evil snowmen to take over the world. 100%. 100%. An army of evil snowmen. I know she destroyed the snowman here, but I like to think that her little army of evil snowmen destroyed the good snowman. It's now canon. It is now 100% canon. Shaz, you'll maybe work on some sounds for me. Oh, nice. You'll upload them to Discord. Okay, no worries. No worries. Ruck, no idea why Pog, why Pogger, why Gnome? What about an army of Pogger snowmen? Nope, nope, they're evil. They have to be evil snowmen. She is an evil person, so therefore evil snowmen. We cannot have a Pogger snowman. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Evil. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. Shaz or mid? You have a load of sounds, you just need to edit and save them to MP3. Sweet. Looking forward to it. And then you will have your own entrance alert, Shaz. Scary thought. Excuse me, Bonehilda. Why are you reading a book on my bed? Wow. Ooh, pancakes. Ooh, apple pancakes that aren't burned. I don't think she's pregnant, by the way. It has been like 2 in-game days, and she hasn't been sick once. So, unless it takes a bit longer. Rock. Evil. Laser. Sorry, I'm just thinking Austin Powers now. We will blow up the world unless you pay $1 million. Ha 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 ha. Rock, you don't know if you'd have to clarify it past Mermaid Man? Mermaid Man. Is it like Mermaid Man, or is it Mermaid Man like something to do with Hermitcraft Mermaid Man? Why is she sleeping outside in the... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Nursada was invited to a party. She was? Friday at... Yeah, alright, fine. Oh, wait. It's time for the party. Okay, stop sleeping. Because you have the party to go to. I don't know where the party is, but you were invited to a party. So therefore, you must go to the party. Where is party? Why is party? I'm sure we'll figure it out. No, no, you got a party to go to. She's determined that she's gonna sleep until 7. Okay, wake up. Go to the toilet. You got a party to go to, so therefore, you need to get ready for your party because it's an opportunity and we had to accept it, so I'm sorry, but I'm forcing you to do it. Shaz, Merman, Rock from SpongeBob. Ah, SpongeBob. It's a SpongeBob thing, not the SpongeBob. Okay, Bonehilda, fix the toilet while I go to the party. Thank you. Have a nice day. What? Shaz, will it show up on the map? No, it just reminds you where the part of the party, and then you click attend. I think it also shows you on the map, but why is she wearing a bikini? Oh, and we've got work as well. Okay, so we showed up to the party. I'll go in. I'll say hello. Excuse me. What kind of a party is this? Let's do a introduction. Everyone is freezing. Who has an outdoor pool party in the middle of winter? Oh my goodness. Okay, she has to go to work though. So, I'm gonna have her go to work. Okay, stop talking to people. Stop it. You got work. You need to go to work. We made it to the party though, so, you know, her friend can't say that she didn't go to the party. McLeod, hi McLeod, how are you? Rock, it's a bikini party, duh. In the middle of winter though. Why? Why bikini party in middle of winter? Okay, let's conspire and then we'll schmooze with the boss. Good evening, McLeod. How are you doing? Everything going okay? Shaz, that WPlace is asking you to confirm your pixels, but there's nothing on your screen. Are you logged in? And if you are logged in, try refreshing. McLeod, you're good. Thanks, you've been lurking. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. So you've been here for all of the fires and the alien abduction and the deer and the horse summoning and all of it, huh? grovel with the leader to the leader for a little while. Let's see. Did we get? We did it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. McLeod, yes. Yay. Ruck, you just saw some people that are drawing big red X's over gym drawings, and oh, that's sad. Erase the red. Restore the gym. People are doing the same with LGBT flags, especially trans flags. I've rescued a few trans flags on W Place. Competing branches of the organization are looking at Mersada Kimball and her skills with eager eyes. The Department of Thievery thinks she's got great sneak about her, as well as an eye for the real prize. The Ministry of Evil has other plans for Mersada. They think she has what it takes to lead the organization to evil and world domination. What will it be? Thief or evildoer? We gotta go with the evil branch because that's what she wishes for. So here we go. Shaz, you are logged in, and when you refresh, it asks if you want to leave the page. Yes, click leave the page. That way, it'll erase any pixels that it thinks are on the map, and then you can hopefully start over. All right, let's check. She just joined the evil branch, which means she's done that wish, so that wish has been granted. She will always remember her first dastardly act. She has earned a promotion and got a bonus of 1,896 simoleons. Sweet. She now makes 125 simoleons per hour. Get close to the leader and learn all that he has to offer. Carry out the evil machinations of those above you and never question anything. What? Never question anything? Not even question. I can't even question whether I should question anything. Does that make sense? I think it does. Okay, so what does she want to do? She wants to buy something worth at least 1,000 simoleons. So we will promise that one first because it is worth the most. Okay. We also still need to do the work opportunity. So we still need to go to France. For now, I will have her go home. Shaz, you were in another tab. Oops. McLeod tried jiggling it. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Rock, one thing you should never question is Pogger. Why question Pogger? It's very unpogger to question Pogger. Where's my mouse? There it is. It is very, very unpogger to question Pogger. Okay, let me go down there. There we go. And... okay. Oh, is that her new work outfit? I like it. I definitely like it. So her lifetime wish is to become Emperor of Evil. I think we can do that. So that's reach level 10 of the criminal career track Evil branch. So we've just hit the Evil branch. So we need to work at the level 10. We can do it. We can do it. Shaz, you must remember to submit your shell challenge build. Oh yes, definitely. Is that Velvet's shell challenge? I have to admit, I've not done her shell challenge. Keep meaning to, and I've just run out of time. With all the house viewings and everything, Paul's birthday, my birthday, I've just completely run out of time. Today, yeah, you must do it today. Yes, I think it's running out now, isn't it? It's like next week it ends, I think. Okay, hold on, I got an itchy back. Let me scritch. Ah, there we go. Okay, so the question now is, can she go? Yes, she can go on holiday. Okay, I'm gonna have her go on holiday to France. And I think we'll go on holiday to France, and that's where we will leave her until next week, I think. So we need to go to Champs-les-Sims, France for 3 days. She can afford it. It doesn't count towards buy something worth at least 1,000 simoleons. I would think that going on a holiday counts as buying something. Just personally, you know. Just personally, I think it does. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? To me, though, purchasing, spending money on a holiday is buying something. You're buying memories. Find the champ. What is the champ? That? No. That? 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 Find the marigolds. There. There. That's marigolds. Nah. Find the party lamp. That one? No. That one. Yes. The perennial pansies. There. The sandwich board. That's a sandwich board. The grocer. That's the grocer. There. The community bench. There. The fountain. There. What's a sloppy jalopy? It's a car. The roses are there. The table licious. Is that it? Okay. We've done. Okay, she's in France. And now I keep hitting escape. So I'm going to save. And then we'll quit out. And we'll have to find someone to raid tonight. Do we have any suggestions as to who we can raid tonight? Any suggestions at all? Is a certain someone online? Let's see. Who all's online tonight? Shaz, sorry you were in Discord. No worries, no worries. There's this weird, this very interesting streamer. I don't know if you've all heard of her. Her name's Velvet Bee. She's online. Shall we go and raid Velvet? I think we probably should. Let's go and raid the wonderful Velvet Bee. Let me just make sure that she is indeed online. Shaz, Velvet Bee Raffle. Yes. Yes, she is online. Fantastic. Okay. So let me go in here. Get it all working over on YouTube to send everyone over to her channel. We got to do the redirect. The only problem with YouTube is you have to, you can't just redirect from the start. You have to, at the end, you have to do the redirect. But it kind of makes sense. So let's see, where is she? There she is. So everyone over on YouTube, by the way, if you have enjoyed the stream and you're on YouTube, please do like the video. And we, because every 4 likes over on YouTube equals £1 that we give to our charity of the year, which is Cats Protection UK. They are a charity that helps cats and kittens find their forever home. So it's a good charity. So please do like the live stream or the VOD when you get a chance. And let's do the raid over on Twitch as well. McLeod, you have a wonderful, wonderful raid. Shaz, I don't have that command. I don't have a raid message command, but it is, of course, coffee raid. So it works. Where's my raid button? There it is. There it is. So, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. We are going to go raid the wonderful Velvet Bee, who is playing very the very veggie legacy by Little Simsy. She's in Gen 5, Squash Generation. And I will see you all next Monday, 8 p.m. UK time with Fortnite, and Wednesday and Thursday of next week with The Sims 3. We will be continuing our challenge in The Sims 3 with our sim being in France. And hopefully, when we get back from France, I'll be able to build her a nice little bedroom. And then we can hopefully work towards getting her um, up to level 10 of the criminal career branch as well to fulfill her lifetime wish. So, everyone have a good weekend. Stay safe, stay hydrated. I'll see you later. Bye.